Most people believe that discipline is a matter of moral strength, that some are born with it and others doomed to failure without it. We admire those who seem endlessly productive, assuming they possess something rare: iron will, relentless focus, superhuman control. But this belief is a profound misunderstanding of how the human mind truly works. What we call discipline often contradicts the very design of the brain itself. This is not metaphor, but biology. For millions of years, our nervous system evolved not to achieve distant goals or abstract ambitions, but to survive the next sunrise. Your brain's architecture was forged in scarcity, designed to conserve energy, seek quick pleasure, and avoid unnecessary struggle. It doesn't want you to rise early, to train, to study. It wants you to preserve calories, stay safe, and find comfort. When you lie on the couch instead of going to the gym, when you open social media instead of working, your brain is not failing you. It is protecting you, doing exactly what it was built to do. The problem is that the modern world no longer rewards those instincts. The same impulses that once kept our ancestors alive now trap us in cycles of distraction and stagnation. Civilization demands consistency, focus, and patience, qualities that our primitive wiring resists. And when we try to fight this with sheer willpower, we are effectively attempting to override millions of years of programming with a single act of defiance. Predictably, it doesn't last. You may push for a few days, a week, perhaps a month, but eventually fatigue wins. The ancient brain reclaims control. True discipline, therefore, is not about battling your biology. It is about understanding and redesigning it. The people you admire for their discipline are not stronger than you. They are architects of behavior. They have learned to arrange their environment and routines so skillfully that doing the right thing requires less effort than doing the wrong one. They do not overpower their instincts, they reroute them. And that is the secret we are about to uncover. In the next few minutes, we will dismantle the illusion of willpower and reconstruct a new model, one that works with the human brain instead of against it. The brain that fights you. The mind is not a rational machine. It is a survival mechanism built on ancient code. Throughout evolution, human life revolved around one priority: live another day. Food was scarce, threats were constant, and comfort was rare. Every decision favored immediacy. Eat now, rest now, escape now. That same instinct runs through your veins. The you that wants to evolve, to build, to improve, must coexist with the you that seeks ease, warmth, and pleasure. And when those two selves collide, the primitive one usually wins. This conflict is not a moral failure. It is a design conflict. You are a biological organism trying to function in an artificial world of deadlines, abstractions, and delayed rewards. Your brain values now. Society values later. Understanding this liberates you, because once you see the procrastination, distraction, and inconsistency are not flaws, but natural defaults, you can stop blaming yourself and begin to design a system that works for the creature you truly are. The architecture of behavior. Self-control is fragile. It collapses under poor condition. The moment of choice, whether to work or rest, study or scroll, is not a test of strength. It is a reflection of what is easiest in that environment. If your phone is glowing beside you, if the couch is close and the book is hidden, your brain will follow the path of least resistance, because that is its nature. The world around you constantly shapes your actions, often more powerfully than your intentions ever could. The wise do not try to change themselves by sheer effort. They modify the arena in which the battle takes place. They practice choice architecture, arranging their surroundings so that the desired action becomes natural and the harmful one becomes inconvenient. A subtle shift can transform everything. Place a water bottle within reach and you'll drink more. Keep a journal open on your desk and you'll write more. Prepare your clothes before sleep and you'll train more. None of these require stronger willpower, only smarter design. The disciplined are not different species, they're simply engineers of behavior. They construct their environment as a silent ally, not an invisible enemy. The mechanics of habit loops. Every habit you perform, brushing your teeth, checking your messages, pouring your morning drink, operates through a neural loop. Cue, action, reward. This loop repeats until it becomes automatic, no longer requiring conscious thought. To build new behaviors, you must attach them to existing loops. This is known as habit linking. Instead of forcing a habit into empty space, you anchor it to one that already exists. For instance, after brushing your teeth, meditate for 1 minute. After pouring coffee, read 1 page. After locking your door, recite your focus for the day. The brain begins to associate the new action with the old one, blending them into a single sequence. Why does this work? Because initiation is the hardest step. Once you are already in motion, the brain prefers to maintain the rhythm rather than start something new. By linking habits, you hijack momentum, transforming effort into flow. Begin small. Simplicity is power. A single minute done consistently outweighs grand intentions never executed. Discipline is not built in heroic bursts, but in invisible sequences that unfold daily. The myth of laziness. Procrastination has long been misunderstood as laziness. In truth, it is a signal, a symptom of poor design. When a task feels unclear, tedious, or unrewarding, the brain avoids it, not because you lack ambition, but because the task violates its basic operating principle. Effort must yield immediate value. To rewire this, you must apply 4 fundamental laws of behavior design. 1. Make it visible. What is hidden is forgotten. Keep reminders and cues where your eyes land first. 2. Make it appealing. Associate the task with something you enjoy. Music, light, ritual. 3. Make it simple. Reduce friction until doing it feels effortless. Start absurdly small. 4. Make it rewarding. Attach a clear sense of completion, mark progress, reflect, celebrate small wins. Let's see this in motion. Imagine you wish to study nightly. In the old design, your notes are buried in your bag, your desk is cluttered, your TV is glowing. You plan for an hour of deep focus with no breaks. The brain revolts. Now you redesign. Your notes are open on the desk, the lighting is calm, your favorite tea is ready. You begin with 5 minutes, no more. You end by tracking progress and watching a short clip as a reward. The behavior transforms. Same person, different system. Discipline is rarely a matter of strength. It is a matter of structure. The fallacy of motivation. Culture tells us we must love the process, fall in love with the grind, adore the journey. But this romantic notion has destroyed more dreams than it has created. You do not need to enjoy discipline to live by it. You need to make it inevitable. Those who appear tireless do not feel inspired every day. They wake up tired, distracted, doubtful, like everyone else. The difference is their systems leave them no room for negotiation. Before bed, their clothes are laid out. Their tools are ready. Their workspace invites action. Their commitments are visible and unavoidable. By the time the lazy voice begins its argument, the body is already moving. Discipline, then, is not a mood. It is a pre-decided pattern. It removes the luxury of choice in moments of weakness. Stop trying to force enthusiasm. Instead, design inevitability. Lower friction, build rituals, anchor behaviors. The goal is not to feel like doing it. The goal is to make it not doing it unnatural. Because in the end, consistency does not come from passion. It comes from clarity. The identity shift. All systems lead to one ultimate transformation: identity. Every habit you perform is a vote for the kind of person you believe yourself to be. Behavior reinforces identity, and identity directs behavior. An endless feedback loop. If you want to become disciplined, stop asking, "What do I need to do?" and start asking, "Who would do this naturally?" Then act as that person would, even in small ways. Each time you follow through, even for 2 minutes, you cast another vote for that identity. Over time, these votes accumulate until the old self can no longer exist. The true change is not external. It's not about schedules, checklists, or morning routines. It's about belief. Once you see yourself as someone who keeps promises to yourself, you stop negotiating with excuses. And here lies the final paradox. Discipline is not something you achieve. It is something you become. The new definition of discipline. We began with a myth that discipline is about forcing yourself to act. But now you understand. Discipline is an emergent property of alignment. When your environment supports your goals, when your systems remove friction, when your habits reinforce your identity, Discipline ceases to be a struggle. It becomes the path of least resistance. The undisciplined are not weak, they are misaligned. The disciplined are not heroic, they are strategic. Stop fighting your brain. Understand it. Design for it. Let your environment pull you towards who you wish to be. Because willpower fades, systems remain. You now have a choice. You can continue to